Rick Harsch here with random readings. Today's subject, the magnificent magnaf opus, half magnum opus, Olof Palme, the Assassination of Olof Palme, an anthological novel by Rick Harsch and a bunch of other people. Okay, that's a volume 2. What we're going to do is we're going to go through and just open it and read at random. Holy shit, there's a lot of stray stuff in here. I'm going to read this one. I call this the Dutch horse message. Pony mare saddle bay run Sid, you devil horse. Indonesia Inez, Sumatra Sami Palembang Peter Zibiskut, Neighbors, Spavand racetrack reigns, Oval Currycomb Arabian Guernica, racetrack horse race Spahi cavalry, reigns Klop Trot Roan Lippets honor, Hoof Main Fetlock. Now that's something found by our investigators and authors. And what does that got to do with fascism in Europe and maybe the United States? Well, I can't tell you. You have to read the book to find out. Now, who wrote that? Which one of these people? Moi. Okay. Turning at random, we get, and they say Esperanto is dead. Why do you suppose a man's muse is always depicted with gender and female? I don't suppose that. We know better. Okay, why do you think our muse made us use geef? Once in a while their muse will give them an odd word and make them use it. Is that what's been eating at you? Among other things. But I wouldn't say eating at me, us, or parasite cloips too close to home. Is our muse or Minnehaha musery a parasite or parasitical? An academy of parasites per writer, musician, painter, poet, rock chipper? And are landscapers unmused? Are bank secretaries museless? Yeah, I guess I wrote that too. Let's see if we can find something somebody else wrote. Like a goddamn pedophile, so I'm getting increasingly concerned that the day is not far when I might catch myself jerking off to the mature category of the world's online porn collection. Fuck, it sucks getting old. But why am I telling you this? You're even older than I am, so you must have noticed all these marvelous phenomena yourself. I only hope you're not already at the stage where the term gerontophile stops applying to you altogether. That was not written by me, but it was by perhaps the most important assistant or contributor. Now, thoughts of that watch I forced right out of my head. Yeah, it'd take too much time. I wrote this, but it would take too much time to get to where I would like to get to something interesting. I saw the word lunatic. Okay. Let's see if we can find the beginning of this sentence. And of course, too small a country to have the kind of perverse ambitions of giant fields like Poland or the Ukraine. They could only fret over the vast tracts ceded to Italy. We're talking about Slovenia. Bye-bye Galicia, and Austria, bye-bye Klagenfurt, and of course Croatia. Bye-bye several acres of Istria, responsible for their most passionate sulk frets, the historically valuable sliver of land between the Dragonia and Mirna rivers, which, though history quite neatly confirms the judicious nature of the border, one would think the relatively vast death scythe-shaped Croatia, with its long paradisiacal strip of island-pocked coast, would cough up generously, as of course anyone in Zagreb would gladly do if there weren't one single nationalist lunatic spitting at an imaginary spittoon of freedom in a tavern in Posen. Okay, so we're going to pause right here and read palm, Plotnich said. Fan palm, phoenix palm, palma, palm. He's memorizing his palms. Former UDBA agent and policeman. Plotnich was not the only person on the roof of the Bernardine Hotel. Some rooms, Pasha rooms, had striped tents above them on the roof, fully enclosed squares with flaps that hissed toward the privacy of the sea, where the preoccupations of modern mariners, jet skiers, windsurfers, restaurant and tour boats, sailors from inland, powerboaters, guaranteed the insulation of these Germanic viziers, or pashas. Mimosa, Platinum guessed, his field glasses trained back. That was me. All right. So, that's one. Now let's see if we can get some, let's just come across some writers that weren't me in this book. Okay. There is no doubt that 7 years ago it was essential for the French paratroopers to identify the body of Ali Lepoint after deciding to blow up the buildings where he was said to be hiding. It was also claimed that he had an arms cache of 4 bombs, which was an explanation for the huge explosion that caused so many fatalities. There were a number of other bodies identified at the scene with the remains of Ali, among the last to be discovered. The building has never been restored since the explosion, so the current discovery of this dismembered body is a mystery. Whose body is it? Is it if it is a French paratrooper? How did it get there? There were rumors that French sappers had attempted to mine the building. Tatois, as Ali might have said. Me. A grin crept across Barbie's lips, revealing purple teeth. Yes. Is there anything wrong with a man taking pleasure in his work, especially when it is for the good of his people, for the good of the fatherland? Ah, contribution. With my, swarming guidance. I can swarm. So tell me, Hauser, how do you get to be the man who knew too much? Me. Self-destructive habit, don't you think? Sometimes if I like a man, I like him to know what I know. And now I really know. You can always trust a mastica drinker in Slovenia. Tell me about the Greek Turk. I do owe you one, don't I? Can you keep your yap shut? As far as I know, those are islands in the Pacific with peculiar coinage. Nothing to do with me. What I thought. Well, to tell you the truth, Istok, you're as tired of him as the day I met him, and it hasn't gotten any better. I wish I could say he saved my life, but all he really did was bring me in out of the cold. Not many people know about this part of the story, but when I dropped in on him, he was playing doctor with one of his sisters. I didn't put that together right away, but the doctors didn't put me back together right away either. So, we move on. Missing. Hands of Philip Friedenberg. Last seen attached to his body on September 11th, 2001. That's from Philip Friedenberg. Yeah. That's a puzzler. A quisling. Good thing we have stopped looking for answers. We have? Well, I should say expecting them. I say each clue is equally answered. And this? Yes. No, I mean what? I know what you mean, but some things can't be put into words. You must have to imagine C. Wright looking at it. C. Wright Mills. Come back to it? Maybe. Let me get back to the doppels. Me. All right. We've seen this, the graphic portion of the novel depicting the death of an anarchist accidentally falling out of an open window in December in Milan. So, there you have a little tour of the Olof Palme novel, which came out better than I ever could have expected. And as this is the Anti-Fascist Spring Liberation Sale, which runs into summer, each book is €2 off. 15 to 13. 15 down to 13. It'll never get better, folks. Goodbye for now. It'll be okay. Shit. All right, well, I should have hit this